Hello all. Today we will study about the classification of a reactor, how the reactors depend on the product, fuel, air, moderators, materials, coolants are classified because we know that a reactor is an important part of the nuclear power plant. So whole energy which is coming is from the reactor only. So here we see the types of the reactor. So basically first one is depend on the neutron energy, means the energy which is utilizing for the reaction purposes generated due to the fission of the material is classified as fast reactor, slow reactor and intermediate reactors. So these are depend on the neutron energy which is produced. As far as concerned the slow reactors, the neutron velocity in the slow reactor is as high 2100 meter per second. This is very much high, 2100 or 22 you can say. So which is very much high and which is used, therefore there is a moderator used to reduce the kinetic energy of the flowing electrons in the reactors. And fast reactors are the due to non-moderated neutrons, fission energy is generated in the fast reactors. So next is your these are the three types of reactor basic on the neutron energy, based on the neutron energy. And now the based on the fuel used, which type of fuel, means for fission uh, we are using the fuel, or we can say that the material. So for based on that there is a natural uranium and enriched uranium. The first one is a natural uranium, that is a natural uranium, we can say that with u 235 235 uranium 235 is a natural uranium, depend uh, coming with the fission energy with the other materials. We know that again the enriched uranium is nothing but the point 0.7, if it collect the 0.7% of the uranium 235 is nothing but your enriched uranium. There is also another type in the material to be used or foil to be used is man-made radioactive materials, which is plutonium, PBM, that is Pu-239, Pb-241 and uranium 233. These are the man-made uranium uh, fission materials. So next, moving forward, based on the coolant which is used for the exchanging heat or to carrying the heat. Here water cooled reactors are there. Second one is a heavy water and cooled reactors are there. Next is a liquid metal cooled reactors are there, and the fourth one is a gas cooled reactors. So as we know that first one is water cooled. So here water, that is a light water, H2O. H2O is used as a coolant in the reactor core for carrying the heat. In heavy water cooled reactor there is a D2O, that is a heavy water which is used for the cooling purpose or circulation purposes. Again there is a third one is the liquid metal cool, where we use the sodium or bismuth as a cooling agent or cooling material uh, for the reaction purposes or heat carrying purposes. In this reactor liquid metal cool we require the separate heat exchangers, separate cycles for the sodium proper coolant, as we know that the sodium is violently operate with the when mixed with the water. So and the last one is the gas cooled reactor. So gas, we may use the gas as a air, helium, CO2. These are the gases which can be used as a coolant in the reactor core. So now the next, moving forward, depend on the moderator. So depend on the moderator, there are so many types of the moderators are there, like H2O, D2O, graphite, beryllium oxides are there also. So depend on that which type of moderator we are going to use. There is a water and heavy water, that is H2O and D2O reactor. If you use the H2O and heavy water D2O for the moderator purpose, moderator is nothing but which cools the energy, to reduce the energy or to reduce the kinetic energy of the neutrons, that is a moderator. Second is a graphite reactor, where we use the graphite as a moderator. Say third one is the beryllium reactor. In beryllium reactor there are two, beryllium and beryllium oxides. So next is your based on the core use, or we can say core use is nothing but your fuel moderator assembly. Here we have the two types, that is a homogeneous reactor and the heterogeneous reaction. In a homogeneous reaction, there is a uranium, that is the dust particles of the uranium, and D2O, heavy water, used combinedly, that is called as a homogeneous reaction. Such reactors have better heat transfer characteristics and its control is better. However, disadvantage concern is repair of this reactor possesses a problem, because the mixture is highly radioactive. So mixture is directly used in this homogeneous reactor. In heterogeneous reaction, if you see that there are separate use of the fuel and coolant material, that is or moderator material. Fuel used in these reactors is in a solid form and the coolant is in liquid form. So fuel rod is inserted in the moderator and these are arranged in a same regular order as to generate the heat energy. These are the normal types of the reactors, basically. uh, Again, if we see beside these type reaction type, so we can also classify it as a based on the state of the coolant, that is solid, liquid and gases. It may be your solid, it may be your liquid, and it may be your gases. Or basically an other one type of reactor, classification of a reactor which is not given here, which is not specified here, is your based on the product for which purpose we are using the reactor. So in that, we have first one classification is reaction research reactor, here where we use the reactor core, or we use the reactor for the research purpose only, not for the power generation. Second one is a power reactor, where we use it for the power generation, and this is our area of concern for the study, that is a power reactor, we generate the power. Third one is the breeder reactor. Reactor is nothing but where we utilize the fission material, we use the materials to generate the higher material. Breeder is nothing but where if we use the 1 kg of fission material, or fission happens there, that produces the 1.35 or 1.5 kg of that material, means product fission materials quantity mass is increased in this breeder reactor. So this is a reactor which is depend on the product. So this is all about the base reactor classification. Thank you.